Hi everybody, welcome to Simply Debbie Sue. I hope you had a good weekend. It's been a few days since I've got to make a video. I have been so busy and I'm still busy, and I hope you don't mind because I'm peeling potatoes while I'm talking to you today. I haven't had time to sit down and hardly do a video, so I thought, well, when I'm sitting here peeling potatoes for my supper, it's probably somewhere around noon or so, but I sometimes get a few things, ahead of time, like peel my potatoes and get my potatoes on and everything, because when you're limited on time, sometimes you just got to do things when you can. So I hope it's okay that I'm peeling potatoes today and talking to you. I guess that's as real as it gets, right? So, like I said, I hope you had a good weekend. I had a good weekend. I had a really good weekend. I didn't do a lot in the house. I told you that I was doing all this decluttering and picking up clutter and trying to do organizing and all that stuff. I've been working on it, and I really got in a groove and was working almost every day. Well, that has gone by the wayside. I've had so many doctor's appointments and just lab work, and just life has just happened, and so I've not got to do that, but I have got to get back on it because I just got things to do. But I don't know when I'm going to be able to. One reason I want to go ahead and do this video while I'm peeling potatoes is because I'm not sure how many videos I'm going to get to do this week. I have got an eye appointment this week, and I'm getting bad about telling you what day that I've got an eye appointment, and then it not be that day because, my brain fog is getting really bad here lately. I'm just, I guess, really tired, and when I get really tired, I get really bad brain fog, and I just can't think. So I'm not even going to tell you what day I've got this stuff going on because I might tell a fib, and I don't mean to. So I have an eye appointment this week, and I think the very next day, whatever days those are, my husband has an appointment over in Tennessee for his doctor's appointment. And when we have to go over to Tennessee, it's just about an all-day thing because I think his appointment is in the afternoon, and my appointment is in the afternoon too. So by the time you get up and get a few things done in the house and go out for these afternoon appointments and get back, and then, get some kind of supper going and dishes, you just don't feel like sitting down and trying to get everything arranged for a video. So, yeah, so I've got an eye appointment. He has an appointment the next day, and there's something else going on, and I just can't remember, but I just can't remember. That's the brain fog for you. So I thought, okay, they probably won't mind sitting down with me and peel potatoes and just listen to me gab while I'm peeling potatoes. And it's potatoes hard. I don't know why. Good grief. But I'm making mashed potatoes, so it'll soften up when I boil it, hopefully. But, so yeah. And so this weekend, what I did was I worked on short stories, getting them ready for you. I'm going to start that in September, like I told you. I got in my journal, and I picked out some short stories that I wanted to read, and so I got them ready, so I'm going to pre-record the short stories so that they'll already be, recorded and ready to go, because like I said, so many appointments coming up, especially this fall. I won't know when I can actually sit down and actually do a video, so I thought I would go ahead and record some short stories this weekend and have them ready, and maybe in the next week or two try to sit down a day that I'm not so busy and record some others. So I hope you don't mind that the short stories will be pre-recorded, and then I'll schedule them to go out every week, probably on Fridays. So I hope that's okay with you, because that's going to work best for me. And so that's what I did this weekend. I went through my journal and got my documents off my computer and found some short stories I wanted to read, for the next, starting in September, for September short stories. And I've recorded some, and I've been looking through more short stories, and I'm going to have to write some more short stories for later in the winter, because I want to write some winter short stories, you know, to go along with the seasons and the holidays and things. So, so that's what I'm going to be doing here in the next little bit, is doing that. And it's something I really enjoy, and I'm having fun with it. So I hope when I do start that, I'm probably going to start the first Friday in September, posting the first video of my short stories. And I'm working on them, editing, do some little editing. I don't know anything about tech or editing, so when I do put these out, just bear with me. It's just raw and everything, but you know, I'm not going to stress out about all this editing and all this kind of stuff for my videos and stuff. You know, I was kind of getting a little stressed out about it, but you know, like I said, I'm a simple person, and I can learn things probably if I just really took time to, but why stress myself out? I'm just putting videos out just the way I am, simple. So just keep on with the simple videos. That's just going to be my philosophy, my motto, or whatever. So yeah. So I'm still peeling these potatoes. It's going to take me a while. I'll probably be peeling them after I get done because I can't talk and do something at the same time. I try, but I slow down. I get really slow and talk and then forget what I'm doing. Do y'all ever do that? Well, I do. But I enjoy having you here chatting with you while I'm doing my potatoes. I may do more videos like that because I'm actually having fun. So I've got my sweet tea with me. I'm going to wipe my hands off. And I need a sip of sweet tea. I know that looks like a lot. And it probably is, but there's a lot of ice in there. So I'm actually only supposed to have like 1 cup of sweet tea a day. Yeah, right, that's not going to happen. But I do try to not drink a whole lot. I mainly sip. So some days I may not do a whole cup, especially if it's hot tea. Because you know I like my hot teas in the morning. And during summer, I've not been drinking it as much. I'm drinking more, you know, iced tea. And I try to just sip mainly. I guess fake myself out, make myself think that I'm drinking more than I am. So I'm trying to just sip so that I'm not being too stubborn with the doctors, I guess. I want to be compliant as much as possible, but I'm not always. But, you know, I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I mean, I'm going to take care of myself and everything, but, I mean, 1 cup of tea a day, I mean, that's kind of brutal. But sometimes I actually surprise myself and only do maybe a cup, just maybe a little over a cup. And I was like, wow, way to go, you done great. But yeah, I'm going to drink my sweet tea anyway. Oh yeah, I've got some Werther's Original here on my table. And I guess all these Werther's Original, they had them out last year. And I got them at Walmart. And I'm so frustrated because my Walmart will not keep them in. I will go one day and see these, and next day they don't have them, and they won't have them for a week. But they're just now getting them out too, though. But this happened last year, though. So I got the caramel apple field, and I really liked those. And I got me a couple bags this time. I think I got 3 bags, and because I know when I go back, they're not going to be there. And I went in the other day, and the bin or whatever that they had them in, they had a couple of these, and they had some cinnamon ones, and that was about it, which I'm not big into cinnamon unless it's baked in something, but, so I didn't get the cinnamon ones. But anyway, I put mine in a mason jar. What else would you expect from me but a mason jar? And so I put mine in the mason jar so me and my husband can go get one here and there. But they're really good. But there's another kind that they have is, I gotta get back to these potatoes and talk to you, is the maple cream filled. And last year, I could not get those maple cream filled because they just stayed out of stock all the time. And so it looks like it's gonna be that way this year. It's the maple cream filled, and I have been in there 2 or 3 times, and every time I go in there, so that must be one of the most popular kind is the maple cream filled, and every time I go in there, they are out. So I don't know if I'm even going to get the maple cream filled this year or not. Yeah, I'm kind of bummed about that. I mean, not that I really need it, but I want it. So we have got to go out tomorrow. And tomorrow may be my eye appointment. I don't know. But I need to look on the calendar so I don't miss it. But if we go out, more than likely my husband's going to want to go to Walmart because he always finds something he needs to go to Walmart for. I will look again and see if they got the maple cream filled, but I'm not hopeful. But if they do, I'll be so excited. If they do, I'll tell you about it. So, yeah. So that's how my weekend went, and I was really excited to tell you about that. So, yeah, I'll let you know for the first video post. You know, just be looking for it, and I hope you enjoy these videos because, you know, all my short stories. And I've got a name for this series that I'm going to do every Friday and everything, and I'll let you know all about that. So, yeah. So what are y'all up to this Monday? What do you got going on the rest of the week? Are you booked up like me? Just busy with appointments or just life in general? You know, sometimes that can keep you busy. So today, like I said, I'm peeling these potatoes, getting them done early, getting them on, and I'm going to go ahead and mash them, and I'll set them back on the burner, and I can always reheat them if I need to. And I'm going to fix some carrots. I have baby carrots that need to be fixed. So I'm going to fix some baby carrots and probably put a little honey in them. And I've got some steaks I laid out. They're just little thin steaks for my husband to eat. So I'm going to fix him some steak. And I have some rolls that I've had for a few days that really need to fix, so you know, before they get bad. So rolls, so that should do him, and that should be enough for supper. And I have no idea what I'm going to fix in the rest of the week. I just wing it anymore. I used to try to prepare and plan menus ahead of time, and I never stuck with them. And I'm not even going to try anymore. I'm just winging it day by day. Now sometimes, you know, if I get like, say, like a packed steak out of the freezer, and if I see like some hamburger or chicken or something, I may say, well, I'll just go ahead and get that out too for sometime next day or two. So I'm trying to do better about that, but as far as like what I'm going to fix with it, I have no idea anymore. So thanks for listening to me today. Just ramble on just about life and just things in general while I'm peeling potatoes. So it was good chatting with you. Thanks for keeping me company while I'm peeling these potatoes. I'm not going to keep you on here long because I've got so much to do after I get through these potatoes. I need to look on the calendar. I think it is tomorrow that I have my eye appointment. So I need to get some clothes ready for that. And you know, my hair, I realized it is just all over the place today. But hey, I'm in the house working today. I don't need to get fancy and gussied up, do I? But tomorrow if I go out in public, I better look presentable. So I'll find some decent clothes for tomorrow. So I'm going to look in the closet or dressers or whatever, find some clothes. So thanks for keeping me company, and let me know what you're doing today or maybe the rest of the week. I'll try to come back on later in the week with another video, or who knows, I may pop in sometime in between when I get time. But so yeah, so have a good week, or a good day rather, and as always, God loves you and so do I. And thanks for listening to all my rambling. Bye bye.